E, E, E. With the shoes, with a New Balance. He said, slide. I loved that, going from columns to an inverted V. So simple, but so effective. I love that. Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at &TEAM's track Scent of You. We have the music video in the dance practice to enjoy. This is a Patreon request. Shout out to Galish for the request. Galish has been one of the Patreon requesters who has asked me to look at so much &TEAM, so make sure you give them a special shout out in the comments for appreciation. I'm ready for this. I hope you guys are. Let's go. That was a very Overdose EXO moment, wasn't it? With the travel through. I really like the shoe gimmick with the camera keyframe. It's so fun. It makes me curious where they're filming this. It looks like it's outside. Or in the airport or at the mall. Who knows? I love that. Little perfume placement. We're here for it. They're sponsored by Adidas here. Let's go. Yeah. Or maybe not. They should be. Yeah. Ooh, I gotta tell ya, the bounce is so nice. It up. Yep. Yep. Ooh. With the shoes, with a New Balance. He said, slide. Nice. Yeah. If they needed to be sponsored by a sneaker team, Adidas, New Balance, either I think would be really great options because that's what most of them are wearing. Okay, here we go. We have Nike now. I'm curious about what we're going to do with this camera here. I really like the fact they replicated the gimmick. Honestly, they could have gotten away with the music video being a performance video, but also... Okay. I really like the bubble moment there with the shoulder ISO. It actually feels really good to do for me, so it's fun to see it in the choreo here. Yeah. Yep. I didn't realize how many lights are in that room. Yeah, yeah. Cameraman's gotta know what's up too. Get it up. Yep. Yeah. I like the fixed point of his head for that. That was cool. Gotta tell ya. Yeah. With the drop down to the ground, the slide. It was so gentle. Survive. Wow. Well done, guys. They did great. And like I said, really appreciate how they were able to replicate some of the things in the music video here. It made it, made it more impressive, because we can sometimes assume cinema magic, but here, nah, that's what it was. Oh, it was so fun. So fun! From the top, here we go. Okay. Got a 0.75. I like the little work a little DJ scratch, making it, replicate on that shoe. It's really cute. The hops are nice. So if it goes hop, hop, kick, ball change, and he takes it through. I like the direction change. The walks are nice. Notice that we have to be very theatrical in our walks. You can see that we're intentionally, it has to take up the space of what we're seeing here on our camera. So I like that we're able to see that clearly. Go to the line. They open it up. Now, here's how they were able to make it look like there's only 3 people in line. There's technically 4, because you can see a 4th person right there. So what ends up happening is we cover it up. It's the same take. Someone's got the shoes. My gut says it's my 3rd person over here who's going off screen. They took the shoes. I love it. I love that gimmick. I think it's awesome. A really nice way of just bringing over the music video visuals here in a more impressive state because of what I've already referenced. I also, by seeing the music video and seeing the dance practice, what I'm noticing is the choreography is tailored to camera. So how we're gonna look at it is different than if it's from a fixed cam shot. I'm interested to know if they perform this in a fixed cam format, and if it still, shows up on LEDs this way, or if they converted it to present and project more to one particular side. It just makes me curious, right? I like how quick that was, and I love how clear our lines are. We have 2 diagonals on either side with a nice V. I like the finger wag, wag, wag with the lift up there. You have your fingers, open it down, the tension's nice. Now, a part of me really wishes we could have seen how far are they leaning in each respective direction. That's hard to see because the camera is aiding in that. But once again, it's made for camera, so we pick our battles. This isn't fixed cam, and that's fine. They drop it low. I like his little slide through the travel across, cross uncross. I like the base where he ends up adding a trace, and I like the richness of that trace. It's full. It's nice. So he has a little moment there. I like the little X. So this is a transition where he's being featured in focus, so it allows everybody to get set up in their next formations. And I like the little peek up. He goes, "Hi, nice to meet ya." A little eye contact there, and then we have add-ons of people joining into the camera shot. I like the arms being connected with the arm throw on this. It's fun. The inside, I like the switch off there. Now we have our group. Notice there's no one else in sight, right? So they pick it. I like with the heel twist on that. Looks really nice. They open it up. I like the different directions here with the press and pull of that spine to lift up and rest it back down. He tosses it in. The toss is nice. There's more tension that helps from what we saw in this lift and regression to everybody else here. They end up taking it to a bedrock. They add in through the dynamic of a speed change to create and continue the tension through their session. I like the knock on the shoulder with the look over. That was a nice moment there. They end up taking it to a little, not even a grapevine, but we just cross it behind. Not a full pot of array or anything, but I like that we use that to help transition from side to side. The folds on the arms is fun, using that to help aid in the direction change from the right to the left. Then we end up taking it. We now have it only 2 members. The pull or push is nice. Toss it away. They lean it away. I like the visual on that, where we have our hand, our feature in center. He's twisting. Everybody's aiding in that with the connection of, the hands to the shoulders, things like that. They drop it over. I like that they get nice and low here. He says here, "What's up? Good to see you." They end up tripling it. 1, 2, 3. And he knocks it with the elbows. Also nice. They go away. And they have chasing the scent. I like the little, where literally, scent, when you apply perfume, you are told to apply it here, in the back of the legs. That's a little fun little fact there. At least that's what I was told, and that's what I'm going to stick with. So I like that we have that as our wordplay choice to travel in our course, as our focal point as well. That you, the high note, we're lifting it up to a higher place. Then we go tap, tap. Recommend not rubbing. Tapping's the way to go. And then we end up tracing, and I like this lean back, letting the knee have its own little moment on the side. They kick it through, syncopated. I like the threading in with our fingers across the mouth. And then we end up taking over and around. I like the opposition of the torso to make it look more full. Even though the camera's aiding in it, the torso with the leg does help. The kicks are nice, and then we drop it onto the front leg. I think it's the right leg on that. Lift up the arms, the clap, hit, da-da. This is I call it a penguin waddle. It's cute. They're going out, and then we end up tapping the chest there. It's nice. They go double on the knee. Don't stop. I know that. They're literally holding up, stop. He says, da-da-da-da. I love the gimmick, and I love his humor. Not humor, but I like the personality that he's showcasing there. He says, oh, we love it. Rush it away. It's fun. And we hit it down high. And then that move is so fun to do. I'm telling you, I really like the quick shift of our of the balls of the foot weight transfer with the shoulders. It's just really satisfying, personally. So I really like seeing that there. Boom, da-da-dum. Where you have some smoothness in between the sharp, why can't I think about it? Punctuation. Why did that take me a day and a half to figure out? So sorry. Punctuation at the ends of that smooth transition of weight. It's nice. They drop it low. They said tease galore. They are in the middle of their freaking pants. Boys! So they go sway, 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 lifting it up. Like the openness of that. They open it down, travel it down, it up. I like the don't stop. Same thing. It up. They push away. Here we go, new group. So you have a trio. Everyone is out of frame, most likely setting up for their respective sections. Or they're like, get out of the camera, line of sight. Sometimes I bet it's fun to, if you have a camera in the corner, just filming it, and they're all like hiding behind the cameraman. Those are cute moments, right? So he takes it, he tosses it away. I like the framing happening. Good on the camera guy for getting the right angle for us to see this visual. He says hit, hit, and I like that we're framing again, which is also nice. So he's contributing to his own frame, which I thought was nice there. And they build it up is also cool. We toss it. We drop it, and I love that, where it looks like he was being held up, so the camera was panning through. The drop down is fun. He says hello, and then we have an open. If you've seen EXO's Overdose, you may recognize this formation with the camera going the opposite way, going into it, which is really nice. I love that. I like that they're looking away too. It was symmetrical and intentional, which I love. Appreciate the openness. I like that we're creating a nice frame with the hands. Open it to travel out. Trace with a knock knock is cool, and we rotate. Ting ding is also nice. We hit it out. Hit and swivel. I like the shoulders on that. Looks great. Open it. Just through and through is great. Open it, toss. I like the circle out of it. No, does it bother me that we have different cuts? No, not really. It never really does unless it cuts off the transitions that will help the choreography in composition read better. But in the case here, because this was made for camera, there's more endearments or cuts make more sense, because at a certain point you may be like, okay, this practically is hard to do in a one shot. Whenever in the music video, you know, you're able to make it happen. So sometimes you just gotta take the cut, or it's tricky to get it in this type of way logistically with the camera, because sometimes it's the camera guy's fault and sometimes it's the members where they're like, I was in the wrong spot, I got caught on camera, and so you have to take different takes. So it could be a mix of any of those things. All that to say, it doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't mean that they can't do it. They absolutely can. We've seen it time and time again. I like the feature moment. I like that they're nice and looking away from the feature there. And they use that boom ball change on the bases to create a new pose, a new visual. Then the camera inserts itself into the circle. They all move out of it. Then we have a little trio moment. They drop it low. And then they have a little da-da-da-da-da, they pan it up, and then it comes up, which is nice. I like the melts are great. And then we have the sway, which is what we've seen earlier, but they were more condensed here. It's like a little smile. And he's using his freaking hips as the day is long, right? Now I know he's grown, but goodness boy, what a tease. And I know this is around rookie era too, which makes it even more surprising, right? And the pull-up is really nice there, where it definitely gives the impression that he lifted him up. And then scent of you, and there's your scent. The taps are nice. Cross and cross, nice and clean. They hit, tilt it, pan it out. Which is also nice. So they're doing it with one leg and then doing it to the other to help with the contrast of the torso. I thought was really nice. Really nice phrase bleeds, meaning that the moves are connected in these transitions through our formations. That really helps, keeps us captivated, but it's a good pace. It's a nice little heartbeat, but it's not redundant, and it doesn't feel overly saturated in content nor underwhelming in content. It's great. It's a really nice balance, because you have intimate moves in the sense of, you know, like a little isolation or some subtlety in our movement that the camera can clock, because the camera's not fixed on a tripod, so it's easier to clock it. But if you have everybody doing it, you have a higher chance of seeing it too. Hit up, we open it, which is nice. Same thing of what we've already seen, so we're pretty familiar with this formation with the, you know, the 5 and the 2 outline. Diagonal, we've seen that before, but the trace is really nice there. They open it up, good range. And remember, range is the timing of, ignore punctuation, but how we get there. It's really nice. They've always done a very good job of that. And when you have groups that are known for synchronicity, which I would say and Team at this point is known for that, I would say Next G, I don't know if Next G is, but they would be kind of like brother groups, even though they're from different agencies. I put them hand in hand, where with one group, their choreography I really like for the uniqueness of the setups within the industry, and the other, their discography, I really like. And so I see winning with both teams. But both of them have a competitiveness of synchronicity. I would say and Team's choreography structure, they have more people. 2 people can make a difference, so their formations are a little different in their visuals. I'm noticing synchronicity is more of something I see Anti more known for, compared to the choreographic intention of next G. All of that's really fun to kind of talk through. And hopefully you're a fan of both. And if you're not, and you didn't hear of one or the other, then hopefully this is a really nice way to introduce. I'm very much a let's celebrate everybody, not just one group. But I know there's some people who have preferences and favorites. I do, but mine's mostly in the Gen 2, early Gen 3 side. So I get it though. Don't stop is nice. It up. So we pan it down. Come on now. A little party moment. They drop and drop. I like the little leans on this. I like the fullness here with the drop down. It's cool. That fixed point turn. Come on. We love that. Great stability to be able to pull that as well as he was able to do it. I like the head going from one side to another. Looks great there. We pull it out in, 3-step turn out of it. He says nothing to lose. Come on now. And then we go into a little walk it out with the arms attached to the shoulders. They sends it over. I like the speed change with the direction with the torsos on that. And then we end up doing a switch off on our leg is cool. We end up sliding it in. I like to go out, progress it back to the inside. Head nod is nice. We rotate, turn it through. I gotta tell ya, come on now. And it was quiet. It's like he was telling me something, and it was close to camera, so it really felt intimate, like it was just us in the conversation. Chasing the center view, same thing as before. Oh, boom, da da, bum, ba 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 da da da. He deviates. The clap is nice. He says, "I'm gonna do whatever I want there." He said, "Don't stop." And then he does a nice little car drive with the rock away, lower torso body on that. Now they're using that. I loved that, going from columns to an inverted V. So simple, but so effective. I love that. And because when you're clean like them, you can pull that kind of stuff. And the subtleties of those transitions get to be their own focal points and own moments because you're so clean. And we're not used to seeing clone-like movement in range and in timing to humans. Normally we associate that to animation or to animated mechanical things. So I love that. Swing, swing, swing. The traces are nice. Honestly, seeing the build-up is polyrhythmic where this trace is broken up based on the swing of the leg. That was a cool moment. Hit up. And they take it to tap, don't stop. And I like the double diagonal, but notice they're really condensed in it. And then we slide it up. They open up, and I love that they both mirrored with the arm, not influencing the rest of the body. It just looked like he broke away, and their arms were the only thing attached to him. It was so cool. There, they all break off. I really like that they were intentional with the timing on the outsides, and they were leaving, I think this is sequentially, right? Going from outside to inside is really nice. He takes it, lowers the camera down. There. Come on now. With the walk away. Nice. He said, a snap at the end. I really enjoyed this, and I like the idea of this. And part of me is really glad that I've seen what I've seen, so I can see this in, I don't know, and in the way that I am, because I get to, I'm fully aware of post this, seeing their cleanliness from a fixed cam shot, where I get to see the playful energy of the concept shoot, right? And the opposite can also be true, where you can pull concept, but then you can also we can hold it down just in our composition from a fixed cam tripod, one take go, right? I like groups that have both and have shown both because it allows for more artistic freedom in that sense, where it's not that there's a lot to prove. Yes, there's things that you prove in the industry. I try not to think of it that way unless you're dealing with like a cultural arrogance, which most teams don't have that, which we're here for. But I do know there's certain expectations of groups whenever you see them. You want to see a variety of discography, but you also want to see a variety of presentation. And so that's something that I'm appreciative that we get to see with &Team. Well, Galish, thank you so much for this request. We are pretty much caught up. I think there's like one fan video that's out there, I think, floating. But I think that's it. I think we did it. But this was so exciting. I love &Team a lot. I love whenever they're on my schedule, just like, B2B, they have such a charm about them, just like &Team has with themselves. So as soon as we're caught up, we're able to just steamroll, just like with Boy Next Door, get to appreciate their stuff. Oh, man, I'm Jess, and I'm going to catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.